Hello everyone, welcome back to Zed School. Today we will be talking about tips and tricks regarding Shadow Slash, which is Zed's E. We'll first look at the ability itself and clarify some things, like which shadow slows and how much, and what deals extra damage. And then we'll look at some minor tips and tricks. So, to begin with, only the E from the shadows slow. Zed's original E does not slow, and even if several shadows hit E simultaneously on the same target, it does not deal bonus damage. However, it does apply a slow, an extra slow that is, on top of the one that the living shadows apply. So if there's an overlap, it'll slow 1.5 times the original percentage of slow. Secondly, hitting E on an enemy champion reduces W's cooldown by 2 seconds. This is very good for running away, and it's also very good for when you're poking a large group of champions, because each champion hit reduces it by 2 seconds, making W very spammable, but at the risk of running out of energy, obviously. Now, as the cooldown of E is 4 seconds at all ranks, and basically every Zed build incorporates some kind of CDR, and your W lasts for 4 seconds, it's very easy to get off 2 E's in one W, as long as you do the E rather early on the W, as seen on this clip. This can be very useful for farming, but it's also quite useful as a zoning tool, as people recognize the danger of your W even though you've already used your burst. Next, I'd like to look at a clip and talk about 2 things happening in the video. First of all, Zed's E does not have an animation per se, which means you can do another animation at the same time. When you learn to time it correctly, you can have both attacks occur basically at the same time, which can be very useful for last hitting, and surprising your opponent with very instant damage. But the second part about this clip is also specifically about last hitting, which is using E and Zed's passive correctly, in that when you're about to last hit a minion which is around half HP, but still above half HP, it's much easier to get the last hit if you use the E before the auto attack instead of the other way around, because say if the minion is around 70 HP or 60 HP and you use the auto attack, and the auto attack plus the E is not enough to kill it, you'll never get it unless you have Q as well, because then the turret will get it. So what you have to do is use E to get it below 50%, and then use your auto attack to get the passive bonus, and then get the last hit. Finally, I'd just like to quickly touch on the maxing E build. In most cases, I'd say it's inferior to maxing Q build. It does work for it in some melee matchups, and it does have some pros in that it's reliable and it's easy to hit and D-push as well, but the fact that your W mimic, if it hits twice with E, it doesn't do any bonus damage, and your ranged abilities will suffer greatly, as the only way you can farm properly from range is every time W is up, and also you'll be completely stomped versus ranged champions. Otherwise, it can work. In either case, these were some small tips and tricks and clarifications regarding Zed's E. I'm sorry for making such a short and very kind of light video, but I'm having some problems with my editing software right now, and I have to use a free trial of Camtasia to record and edit this, so what can you do? But thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Peace.